They stole the statue of my dead dog. So I replaced their precious fountain with a sewage tank, and let's just say they'll never smell victory again. I'm not a petty man. I'm 67, retired, and living in a quiet cul-de-sac outside of Phoenix. I like peace, crossword puzzles, and watering my front lawn at 6 a.m. My wife passed away 3 years ago. My only companion left was Max, a golden retriever I rescued when he was just a pup. He lived 14 wonderful years and passed peacefully under the old pine tree in my backyard. To honor him, I built a small memorial statue, bronze, handcrafted, Max sitting with his tongue out, wearing that same goofy grin. I placed it right under that tree, with a tiny engraved plate. Max, the best boy, 2009 to 2023. The neighborhood kids loved it. People walking their dogs would stop and pet it. It became a symbol of kindness on our block, until Karen showed up. Her real name's Denise, but the community called her Karen by week 2. You know the type, clipboard, fake pearl necklace, and a thirst for power. She had recently taken over our sleepy HOA and turned it into a boot camp. Suddenly, we needed pre-approval for porch lights. Grass longer than 3 inches? Violation. A blue flower pot? Not community aesthetic. And God forbid you had a garden gnome. She'd fine you like you'd committed a federal offense. But the worst was what she did to Max's statue. One morning, I walked outside and it was gone. Just gone. I thought maybe some kids were messing around. Then I found a note taped to my front door. Unauthorized lawn ornament removed per HOA landscaping compliance. Contact the HOA office for questions. I called. I emailed. No response. So I drove to the HOA office myself. There it was, in the back lot, thrown behind a dumpster like garbage. Maximum. My Max. I was furious. My hands trembled as I pulled him out and wiped the dust off his metal ears. I confronted Karen in person. Why would you do this? I asked. That statue meant something. It violates section 4.1.2 of the landscaping guidelines. Non-regulation sculptures aren't allowed in visible areas. Besides, it's just a dog. Just a dog. That's when something in me shifted. You see, Karen had forgotten one very important thing. I used to work in civil engineering. Not only did I help design subdivisions like this one, I knew the land use maps, infrastructure schematics, and legal loopholes better than anyone. And Karen had made a massive mistake. Behind our HOA's main park, where the pristine tiered stone fountain stood, a symbol of her petty power, there was a plot of land with an access easement running through it, and I happened to still own a small corner of that plot, left over from a surveying error back in the 90s. No one ever fixed it because it was deemed non-functional land. Guess what was sitting on it now? That beautiful fountain. I double-checked the zoning, recorded the boundary, and contacted a septic tank contractor. Then I sent the HOA an official notice. You have 14 days to remove all unauthorized structures from my private property or face civil trespassing penalties. No response. So I went ahead and had the fountain removed, piece by piece. The contractor pumped out the water. I donated the pumps to a local school. Then I installed a brand new 2,000-gallon septic tank, one of those above-ground ones with visible pipes and a giant warning label. Caution, raw wastewater, authorized access only. By the time Karen showed up with her clipboard, the smell had already started seeping into the fake roses at the park entrance. "You can't do this," she screeched, nostrils flaring. "I own the land," I said, handing her the recorded deed. "And this is a permitted structure. I even used community-compliant gray paint on the pipes. Figured I'd follow the rules." She tried everything, claimed it was a health hazard, called the city. The inspector showed up, took one look, and said, "Well, it's legal." Nasty, but legal. Within days, the HOA meetings were flooded with complaints. No one wanted to host birthdays near the fountain. Karen's pristine park smelled like a gas station bathroom on a hot day. And I wasn't done. I uploaded a time-lapse video of the entire installation online with the title, HOA Karen Stole My Dog Memorial. So I gave her a fountain she'll never forget. It went viral. 4 million views in a week. People from other states started sending me photos of their pets and messages of support. One guy mailed me a bronze cat statue to add to the protest park. Local news picked it up. I did interviews. When reporters tried to reach Karen for comment, she disappeared for 2 weeks. Rumor had it she was staying with her sister in Flagstaff until things cooled off. Eventually, the HOA board called an emergency vote. With 83% approval, Karen was removed as president. The new leadership formally apologized, offered to pay for restoration of Max's memorial, and agreed to rewrite the landscaping rules to allow pet tributes under 4 feet tall. But I declined the restoration offer. Max didn't need their approval. I placed him right back under the pine tree. Now, every morning, I water the grass around his statue. A few neighbors come by to say hi to Max. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry. As for the septic tank, I had it drained and converted into a community garden planter. Tomatoes grow in it now. The kids call it the smell of justice. So to all the Karens out there who think a clipboard makes them king, never underestimate an old man with blueprints and a good memory.